Hi, and welcome to Mondays with Melissa. I'm Melissa Brett, co-owner of Weldon Hardware, your hometown hardware store. It's finally spring, and it's almost time to get out our lawnmowers, rototillers, and other lawn equipment. But before you start them up, these basic tasks should be done before you even start any piece of equipment that has been sitting around for a few months. First and foremost, thoroughly check for any mouse nests that may have been built over the winter. It may not be obvious, especially on riding lawnmowers. So take off the engine cover and check for a nest. Mice can do severe damage to wiring and belts, and usually not visible until you start having issues. Now this is a picture of a tractor that was in our repair shop that was stored in a shed. There was no mouse nest in early November, and by late February, several handfuls of tightly packed nesting material had to be removed. If this tractor was started and ran for even an hour, it could have damaged the engine and ruined a very new tractor. Next, check your oil. Most air-cooled engines use about 1 ounce of oil for every hour of use. The average walk-behind mower's oil capacity is 20 ounces. So if you don't check your oil on a regular basis, after only about 20 hours of use, you may run out of oil and damage the engine. Now, adding oil is okay. Just like your car, a complete oil change should be performed at least once a year. You probably need to flip the mower on the side to remove the old oil. So make sure there's no gas in the machine. For ride-on mowers, there's typically an oil drain tube near the base of the engine. And while you're doing an oil change, replace your spark plug as well. New spark plugs are already pre-grabbed to the correct spacing. Refer to your owner's manual for the type of spark plug and how much and what type of oil to use. Don't reach for the first quart of oil you have on hand. The wrong weight of oil can do engine damage. Another thing you should check and or replace is your air filter. An engine's carburetor needs to mix fuel with filtered air for smooth running. Here we are showing an air filter from your average walk-behind mower. The filter on the left was replaced just a year ago, but not checked during the mowing season. It is embedded with grass, oil, and dirt. The filter on the right is a new one. A clogged air filter will restrict the proper airflow, but a bigger hazard in not cleaning or replacing the filter is that a dirty or torn filter can allow dirt into the engine and potentially cause engine damage. Now, probably the biggest issue that we're almost daily talking to people about is what ethanol and gasoline does to small power equipment. I will share the issues about ethanol in a future video, but I would like to just quickly show you what the untreated gasoline with ethanol can do. The carburetor bowl on the left is from a machine that has never had treated fuel used, yet the machine is less than 5 years old. As you can plainly see, the untreated fuel caused gummy buildup and rust, and this was a very costly repair. The carburetor bowl on the right is what a 1-year-old engine looks like with treated fuel. Now, gasoline goes stale very quickly, causing gumming and fuel separation too quickly for traditional stabilizers to keep up. So treat your fuel as soon as you purchase it with an additive that can help remove or at least combat ethanol to store your equipment with ethanol-free gasoline. Now, if you don't feel confident in doing the maintenance on your power equipment, don't worry. We have a full power equipment repair shop in our lower level for all types of power equipment. We also offer pickup and delivery for your larger pieces of equipment. But bring us your equipment now, as we are already busy with tune-ups and repairs. Thank you for watching this week's edition of Mondays with Melissa, and I can't wait to share more of us at Weldon Hardware with you at home.